YouTube, nice to see you. Back again to Yorkshire 166. I'm your host, Mark. As usual, here to entertain thee. Now, here we go. So, talking about bicycles. Yeah. Cycling, basically. That's what we're talking about. And I'm going to give you a brief history of it. So, bicycles as we know it today evolved in the middle of the 19th century in 1817. So 1817, that's when they evolved into the, that's when we started using push bikes and things like that. And they didn't like riding on the old cart tracks or the old station. So they made their own roads up, basically. Smoothed out the road so they'd have something nice and smooth to ride on. The first automobile is 1885, 1886. That's when Mercedes-Benz Motor Company first Benz patent the first automobile, basically, in 1885, 1886. So that's what, 69, 68 years before, after the push biker came out. Now, the only reason why, keep that in mind, what I've just said. The only reason why is because there's a petition going round. It's done by a solicitor, criminal solicitor, by, is it Nick Freeman? He were on Talk Radio on Mike Graham's radio show yesterday. And they were talking about, making cyclists more responsible and things like that. Basically, what he's on about in this petition is to licence cyclists, make sure they get registered, like they do with cars and that. And I have a problem with that, basically, because cycling is always meant to be free. You pay for your cycling bike, and it was on the understanding that we wouldn't have to pay any more towards it unless you have to maintain it, which we do. You do have to maintain push bikes, and that's what people do. You know what I mean? But it was on the understanding that it doesn't have what we call a gas guzzling engine, which it does. A bicycle doesn't. It's powered by me or you. It's human powered, and that's my main gripe. If this is to go ahead, if this goes ahead, in my mind, so you license bicycles like you do cars, people won't use them. It's as simple as that, because I wouldn't. I'll tell you now, I wouldn't. And as far as I were concerned, you'd be infringing on my rights as a UK citizen to ride my bike. That's not on. Charging people more to ride a bicycle, you're making it more of a privilege, like they're done with motor cars. I mean, motor cars ownership has gone through the roof. Now it's only a privileged few who can afford to run them and things like that. So there you go. That's my argument. It's a privileged few, basically. So I have a great big idea about this. So in 1817, the push bike, the cycle, evolved as we know it today, as from then and now today, as we know it, evolved. It was around 68 years before the car. It was the motor car and the motorist who nicked the road off the cyclist and the horses and things like that. But they went in hand, if you know what I mean. They found a way around it, didn't they? Where they could hand in hand. Now, they say if we license cyclists, be more law abiding. Now what? You still get people breaking the law on bicycles like you do with cars. It doesn't mean to say that that you make it like this. So in other words, you buy a bike, say, 4 or 5 or 600 quid for a reasonably decent one. Right, you pay that, you get it home, you've got to have plates on it, you've got to have a number plate on it, you've got to have a road tax on it, deeming what the government think how much, got to have a road tax on it, so you're paying X amount of money per year to ride your bicycle. Whereas at the moment, you do that for free. It's absolutely stupid. It really is. It's absolutely stupid. I mean, if they were going to do it, why didn't they do it back in 19th century? I'll tell you why. Because they wanted it a free, a thing to give back to the people. You know what I mean? And it's as simple as that. I mean, your car tax didn't come into it straight away. Yeah, I mean, do you think the motor car was suddenly invented and then a road tax was invented? Nah, not for years after. I'll tell you that now. Not for years after. It's reasonably new. Is the vehicle excise duty? As what many people call it, a road tax. There used to be a road tax. It's a vehicle excise duty. So if it goes on the size of the engine, and that's how they do it nowadays. Never used to be like that, but it is now. So that's what they're trying to do. Is make all cyclists pay a fee for using the road. What bicycle cyclist invented? Stupid, isn't it? So when you hear the motorist say, "Oh well, you're not supposed to be on the road," don't go get stuffed, because yes, you are. You know what I mean? And history's on your side on this as well. Yeah, we can be on the road, we can do what we want, mate. Shut up. You know what I mean? You've got your vehicle on the road. I'm allowed to ride a bicycle on the road. You're not supposed to ride it on the path. But here comes the other coin of the argument: is Nick Freeman's only eating bicycles. He's not eating disability scooters. Now, I don't know about you, but where I live, disability scooters can be a bit of a problem. Yes, you get people who are sensible and do the legal, but you get idiots who put it on on the fast and use it at full power on the pavement. That's all wrong. So this is what my argument is: if you're going to do it to push bikes, why don't you do it to invalid scooters? They aren't even mentioned disability scooters at all, and they're more dangerous than a push bike. I'll tell you that now. So yeah, so think about it. 68 years, bicycles have been on road longer than cars, a lot longer than cars. Yeah, I mean, so they want to think themselves really lucky. Yeah, I mean, it's over 100 years. And things like that. And yeah, and that's where today's society is heading. You got a rich solicitor, criminal solicitor at this, saying, "Oh yeah, we should tax cyclists, we should make them, register and all that." No, it's a lot of crap. You're trying to get it for the privileged few. Cycling is for everybody, and that's how it should stay. I mean, I used to cycle. Well, I still do. I was cycling right up to my car accident in 2013, so I know what the roads are like. But I am what you call a responsible cyclist, not irresponsible. So I'm a responsible cyclist, and things like that. So yeah. So think about that, and really think about it. Yeah, I mean, so responsible cyclist I am. I stop at every traffic light. Go. I obey the road rules, as is for cyclists, as is when I'm turning left or right, I put my hand out and I signal. So highway code is this and that, and I do what I do. And I've had no problems, you know what I mean? But then you get people, dare say younger people, younger than me, they think, "Oh, well, we ride on path and we'll terrify." Then you're not supposed to. By law, the police can stop it. But with the government watering down the police force like they have, the police can't be bothered, because it's too much paperwork. That's why you don't see cyclists getting done for it. You know what I mean? But legally, you are not supposed to ride on a path at all. And it says, and it is in the highway code. Well, it was when I last read it, put it that way. So there you go. And yes, so my argument is bicycles have been around a lot longer than cars, and they'll be around a lot longer than most cars have finished their life. At the end of the day, they just want people to pay through the nose to enjoy their hobby. It's not on. It really isn't on. I mean, don't you get enough tax from vehicles what are on road right now? Now you've got to stoop this low to get it from bicycles. It's not right. It really isn't right at all. It's all wrong. Yeah, I mean, cycling is for the masses. It is for the masses. It's an unwritten law that you buy a bike and you can use it. And yes, you can ride it on the road. I've had all the training I ever needed to do that. Cycling proficiency test. When that was going, I passed that when I was in 70. Yeah, in 70s I passed that. Passed it when it, because it used to be done at school. I passed it at school. They don't do it anymore. You know what I mean? So if you wanted a test for responsible cycling, then you should have kept the cycling proficiency test. Yeah, some people don't understand. And this Nick Freeman and Mike Graham from Talk Radio presenter Mike Graham, Nick Freeman, who is a criminal solicitor, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're on about. And if you look at Mike Graham and this Nick Freeman, they are not cyclists. They have no right in dictating to us, to me. I am a cyclist, dictating to me. What they should be doing is making the roads safer for everyone to use. It's as simple as that. And the way to do it, well, unfortunately, people don't like this, but yeah, you do need cycling. Cyclists need a cycle lane to cycle in. You know what I mean? I can't see a problem, do a bus lane all the way up a main road. I can't see a problem why a cyclist couldn't use it. You know what I mean? They are allowed. So why not continue that fashion? You put in loads of bus lanes. No one complains when you put in a bus lane, but as soon as you mention cycle lanes, oh no, we don't want that. People panic. But they're not bothered about a bus lane. It don't add up. It really doesn't add up at all. So yeah, there's a petition going round. And I had a quick look at it, and it's basically to register, license the bike, and charge you a yearly fee to use it on the road. No, I'm not having that. No, it shouldn't be. Can you imagine? A 5-year-old kid wanting to learn. Oh, I can't afford it, son. I can get you a bike, but I can't afford tax for you to cycle. That kid's going to be heartbroken. You know what I mean? Cycling's for everybody. It was like motoring. That's why German made Volkswagen. Volkswagen in Germany is the people's car. It was for everyone, or supposed to be for everyone. And it's same here. We have freedom with motor vehicles and things like that. But government over past 54 years, while I've been alive, it's gone from that to that. Insurances, your vehicle insurance is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? And this is what will happen to cycling. It'll happen, exactly what's happened to motor cars will happen to bicycles. Cycling, insurance will be that high. Oh, well, no, you can't go on the road. It's all wrong. Cycling was what matters. It was originally used for mass transportation, which it was. It was used in World Wars. It was used in World War II. Germany used them. We've used them in World War II and things like that. It was used, bicycle. They were used through all the years, right up until now. So, to me, you're picking on cycling. You don't do it. You just don't. Even governments of new and past understand. You don't tax the cyclist. It is an impossibility. Well, I tell you now, you see that petition, don't sign it. I'm telling you not to sign it, because I won't sign it. And I don't know any reasonable cyclist who would sign it. You know what I mean? To tell you the truth. And that, because we have a right. We have a right in democracy to do what we want. And we are quite legal, allowed to ride on the road. Without any kind of insurance or tax. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? It's not a motor vehicle. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Tax horses? Government will be left out of House of Commons. You know what I mean? It's not a motor vehicle. If it were a motor vehicle, I'd have no problem with it. But it's not a motor vehicle. A bicycle, it uses pedals, and a human being's got to be on it. That's its engine. Me. At the end of the day, so that's its engine. That's what, well, what are you going to do? So are you going to register everybody who's walking around the street? Are you going to tax them, are you, for using pavement? You won't get very far, would you? I'll tell you. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show that some people are complete idiots. And Mike Graham on TalkSport and Nick Freeman are definitely bloody idiots. I'll tell you. So yeah, it is. You know, it's been doing rounds for years and years and years. They just decided to do it this year. I wonder why. Because there's an increase of cyclists on the road instead of cars. Because London has dared to make it cycle friendly. And that's what we need in every city, to be cycle friendly. It's as simple as that. I'm not saying anything, you know, people may be watching and think, well, you don't own a car. I've owned cars. I can't drive at the moment, I'm not allowed to. But yes, I have passed the car test. I am a driver. At the moment I'm not, but I have driven a car. But I was doing both. You know what I mean? And you can do both. I know somebody who drives a car to work every day. But on a weekend he gets out on a bike and cycles. And then cycles with his kid. So can't, you know what I mean? So you can't throw that argument out. Yeah, literally. And I'm telling you, cyclists, in my opinion, have more priority over the motor car. Yeah, basically, because that, you know, cycling was around years before automobiles, before the motorists really was around. So simple as that. And it is as simple as that. And if you want to go back, if you want to be more pedantic, horses take priority on roads as well. Horse and cart, stagecoach, things like that. Let's be pedantic about it. Horses have more of a priority than a bike. But a bicycle has more priority than a car. Simple as. You know, the old argument is, well, get your bloody bike off at road. No, got no chance. I cycle on the road, I'll do what I want. It's as simple as that. As long as I do it safely, as long as I'm doing it legally, there's nothing what anybody can do. But like I say, this petition going round saying, oh well, you know, cyclists should be registered, should be like cars, you know, licensed and taxed. I don't agree. I completely disagree. It is wrong to do so. Because there is people out there who won't be able to afford it. Like I said, you will make it for the privilege, not for the all. So you make it for the few, not the majority of the people in United Kingdom. There's hell of a lot of people in United Kingdom who use bicycles to get to work. You're going to take the transport off them, are you? Idiot. Think about it. Yeah, I mean, so that to me, in a nutshell, is that's why I've done this video, because of that petition. I don't agree with the petition flying around. I hope it falls flat on its face, which I think it will, but I hope it does. I just hope no one signs it, because at the end of the day, you're taking people's enjoyment away from them. It'll be the poor people who suffer the most. The people who are rich can afford it, so they'll pay it, but the poor people who can't afford it won't be allowed to cycle anymore, which is wrong. And any government who endorses things like that on a cyclist, well, they need voting out and a sensible government voting back in. It's as simple as this. It's as simple as that, innit? So yeah, that's doing the round. Yeah, so a cycling petition doing the rounds. Don't sign it. If you see it, read it. By all means, read it, but just don't sign it. Please don't sign it. It's as simple as that. I am a cyclist. There's 90% of cyclists who do not break the law. There is 10% of what I call idiots what do break the law, and they bounce all over the pavement and things like that. And you know, I don't do it. I use what my bike was used for. It's got tyres on it. It goes on the road. It's as simple as that. Anything with a wheel goes on the road. And same with disability scooters. But I'm surprised they haven't picked on them. But they haven't. But they could pick on them because that's got a motor. so you know what I mean. So they pick on the. So it's the poor cyclist what's getting picked on yet again. Well, I think it's my civic duty as a YouTube creator to do a video like this and to call them out on it. Basically, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. As far as I'm concerned, it's complete cobswallow. It's rubbish, absolute rubbish. But it is flying around that they want the cyclist to be legalised, to pay road tax, to have a number plate on the back of their bike. No chance. It won't work. We have democracy, and in that democracy, for over 200 years, it's been on the understanding that you buy a bicycle, you could use it for free, not to be charged by any government. There you go. And if you don't believe me, Google it. I've done my research. I've got books on this. I've done my research. I did my, I wanted to know when the earliest bike were on the road, and the beginning is 1817. The beginning of the motorcar is 1885, 1886. Big gap in there from bicycle to car. It's a big gap. So yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, my argument stands. I can live side by side with any cyclist. I am not bothered about that. Yes, I'm both. I'm a motorist and a cyclist. I can live side by side. But there is motorists out there who can't, and they'll do anything to get them off the road. And it's wrong. It's all wrong. It's literally wrong. So, what I say to you is, use your common sense, use your brains. When you go out on a bike, just make sure you do everything right, everything legal. Because I do. I don't go through red lights. I've never done that in my life. I've been cycling since I was 4-year-old. I've been on push bikes. I was cycling on. I've only ever had 3 bikes when I was younger. 3 bikes. First one was brand new. I had that. I outgrew that. Then my mum got me a chopper, which came off my stepbrother. That got fixed up. I used that for a long time. And then I think I was about 8. I think about 8 or 9, I got a racer, a 3-speed racing bike. And I was riding that every day of my life, right up to 18, until the bike were given away to someone. You know what I mean? So I've been cycling a long time. But when I lost that, I got another bike. I got a 10-speed racer. I used that for a while and things like that. I've always had bikes. I've always been cycling around. Like I said, I was cycling before accidents. Before a car accident in 2013. Like I said, that'll be 7 years on the 16th of December this year. So yeah, it's a long time. But I will be getting back. It's just getting the right bike for me, for what I want to use it for. It's as simple as that. So yeah, so there's a cycling petition going around. I might have bored you too much now already, but like I say, there's a cycling petition going around. Read it by all means. Just please don't sign it. I'm asking you not to sign it. Thank you very much for listening. If you have, by any chance, if you have liked this video, please thumbs up. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit all. Please share the video to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And please comment below. I do try and answer all comments. And that I've had a lot of comments recently what I've had to answer, but I do answer all comments. And if you don't agree, you don't agree. I'm very surprised at the outcome of the CEX one. I really am surprised at that. You know, that I didn't know I'd get that many. I got a lot of constructive, how can I put it, constructive comments about it. Saying, well, we don't agree. It's not about me. It wasn't about agreeing or disagreeing. It were me about putting it out there, letting people know CX are up to the old tricks again, and that's what I've done. It's not about if you agree or disagree with me or whatever. I'm not going to fall out with anybody over it. I think I said to one person that I politely disagree. And I think that went into Northerner and things like that. But yeah, I will be doing an update video on that. But like I say, the cycling petition, please don't sign it. So please like the video, subscribe if you want to subscribe, and please share the video, and please comment below. And thank you to all my subscribers. This channel wouldn't be around if it wasn't for you. So thank you for watching a Yorkshireman talk to himself. Catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.